We begin with breaking developments on today's levee breach in Beaumont. We have just confirmed the water, in fact, made it into some families' homes near 105 and Major. Tonight, as you can see, we're covering all the angles as frustrated neighbors search for answers.
That's right, and 12 News reporter James Grant joins us live tonight in the Pine Glen neighborhood, which sits right by that canal. James, how are things looking out there now?
Letitia, Jordan, the water has gone down for the most part, but for some people who live along Joyce Lane here behind me, they're assessing the damage left behind by today's levee breach. Risa Barber with the Lower Neches Valley Authority says there was no work being done on the levee when it was breached, and they had no indication of any weeps or seeps in the levee. She says the LNVA has a detection program to monitor levees across southeast Texas for any issues that could lead to a breach, but there were no indicators prior to today's breach that it would occur. The breach was first reported around 10 this morning, and it took crews about 3 hours to get everything patched up.
It's a pretty significant breach, so they pulled clay and more earth from the center of the canal and stacked it with brush and limbs and things of that nature to reinforce it, and then they were able to plug it up.
Barber says crews will continue to work on the breached levee to find a more permanent solution. She says the LNVA hasn't recorded a levee breach in the past 25 years. Tonight at 10, Barber shares more on how they're shoring up the levee and also hear from neighbors who say they're dealing with this surprise flood during a drought. Live in Beaumont, James Grant, 12 News.
Yeah, the irony not lost, James. Thank you. This breach happened along a major supply canal for the LNVA. That's the Lower Neches Valley Authority. The state established the entity way back in 1933 to handle the water needs on basically our side of the state. You see, the LNVA oversees current and future fresh water for municipal, agriculture, and industrial needs. The Neches River itself starts in deep East Texas near the town of Colfax. That's not far from Canton. It winds its way through the woods, 416 miles, past a lake before it reaches the man-made Steinhagen Dam, and again, the lower river basin, which flows, as we know, through Beaumont and eventually into Sabine Lake and then out into the Gulf.